came through the smoke from a candle near the bar, a trace of old perfume arriving from too far. I turned before I knew it, before I could be wise. For one small broken second, you were almost in my eyes. The saxophone was bending through a song I had remembered. A glass caught amber light and held it like an ember. No one else had noticed how the room had changed for me. One breath became a doorway to somewhere I could not be. There was perfume in the smoke, and I almost said your name. Not because I wanted you back, but because it felt the same. A memory can enter without knocking at the door. It can sit down close beside you and be gone before you're sure. I close my eyes a moment, let the music blur the room. Your laugh was near the curtain, your coat beside the moon. Then the weight across the floor, and the spell began to thin. I opened up my hands with nothing left in them. There was perfume in the smoke, and I almost said your name. Not because I wanted you back, but because it felt the same. A memory can enter without knocking at the door. It can sit down close beside you and be gone before you're sure. Maybe I don't miss you the way I used to do. Maybe I just miss the person I became beside you. So I let the sand pass through me, I let the evening stay. Not every ghost is asking to be followed all the way. There was perfume in the smoke, but I did not call your name. I let it rise above me, let it leave the way it came. A memory can visit without taking back the floor. Tonight it sat beside me, then it left me something more. The candle lowered slowly, the smoke forgot your face. I breathed the room back in and gave the night its space. the sky went pale, told the cup in my hands I was doing well. The room stayed gentle, the evening was kind, but kindness has a way of opening the mind. A napkin lay folded beside the empty plate. I kept my hands busy, like grief could learn to wait. And one small piano note came loose in the air, and something I had hidden found me sitting there. It's okay to cry when the day has been too long. Even quiet hearts get tired of pretending to be strong. Let the tears come softly, let them fall and pass. Some rain begins inside you before it reaches glass. I wasn't falling apart, I was telling the truth. There was still a little sorrow asking for room. No one turned to notice, no one said my name. The candle kept on burning, like nothing had to change. It's okay to cry when the day has been too long. Even quiet hearts get tired of pretending to be strong. Let the tears come softly, let them fall and pass. Some rain begins inside you before it reaches glass. I thought healing meant leaving pain behind, but maybe it begins when I stop being unkind. So I won't hide the water, I won't call it shame. Tonight my heart is breaking in a cleaner kind of way. It's okay to cry and still be moving on. The night can hold the sadness without stealing the dawn. I breathe a little deeper, let the old ache lie. For the first time in a long time, I let myself cry. The cup is almost empty, the candle settles low. I leave with red eyes open and nowhere else to go. The sex will bend softly somewhere behind the room. The velvet is warm where your shoulder used to lean, a darker shade of green than it was last spring. I sit a little sideways, leaving space for you, as as if old habits know what the heart should not do. Amber light is shaking in a glass beside the wall. The waiter looks away like he has seen it all. I count the tiny bubbles rising in my wine. They disappear so easily, one by one, like time. There are shadows on the velvet seat, and none of them are mine. Just the shape of what we almost were, softened by the wine. We were a half-told story, a match that lost its flame. Not every love goes missing, with someone left to blame. Your perfume comes back quietly through the smoky air. For a second I turn my head, believing you are there. But the jazz keeps moving onward, the candle lowers down, and I am still learning how to stay inside this town. There are shadows on the velvet seat, and none of them are mine. Just the shape of what we almost were, softened by the wine. We were a half-told story, a match that lost its flame. Not every love goes missing, with someone left to blame. Maybe we were beautiful because we never stayed, like smoke above the candle, like color when it fades. I don't need a reason sharp enough to keep. Some endings are just velvet, some goodbyes fall asleep. There are shadows on the velvet seat, but I let them rest tonight. I won't ask them to become you in the amber light. We were a half-told story, but the last page can remain. Some love leaves like music through an open window pane. The candle gives its final breath. The green turns almost black. I walk past the velvet seat and do not look back. The menu changed today, so did something in me. Your favorite drink is missing from the second folded page. The corner where we circled it has lost its little stain. The waitress says they changed things sometime early in the spring. I nod like I remember, but I don't remember anything. The plants beside the window have grown toward different light. The blue cups are now ivory, the lamps are warmer white. Nothing here is cruel to me, nothing means to hurt, but familiar places shift so softly, they do not warn you first. The menu changed, the seasons moved, the room forgot our names. I thought I only the glass. Who knew what you would choose? Is somewhere in this old cafe with nothing left to prove. I used to know the small things, how you'd smile before you'd speak, how the sugar made you restless, how the afternoons felt deep. Now I read these printed pages like a language I once knew. Every new word tells me gently, I am not the same with you. The menu changed, the seasons moved, the room forgot our names. I thought I only lost you, but I lost myself the same. The one who waited by the glass, who knew what you would choose, is somewhere in this old cafe with nothing left to prove. Maybe losing someone is also losing time, the habits and the weather, the ordinary signs. But if I'm not who I was then, maybe that is not defeat. Maybe change is just a doorway with a chair beside my feet. The menu changed, the seasons moved, and I am changing too. Not everything that disappears is taken only by you. I leave the old page open, but I order something new. A small goodbye to who I was, a quiet life in bloom. The cup arrives warm, the afternoon stays kind. I taste a different sweetness and let the old one fall behind. Spoon touches porcelain, somebody laughs near the door, then the room goes quiet again. The barista knows my name, but he never asks me why. I choose the corner seat where the window gathers sky. He brings the cup down gently, like bad news dressed in steam. I thank him with a half smile, I have practiced in between. This was where we made our plans, small enough to fit one page. A weekend by the water, a home we never made. Now the sugar packets lean like houses in the rain, and every little coffee rain remembers where we changed. There are echoes in the corner, soft as dust beneath the light. Things we said too easily, things we never got quite right. Nothing here accuses me, nothing says your name, but the silence keeps repeating what the coffee cannot explain. I breathe in roasted beans, warm wooden yesterday. The city moves behind the glass, but I cannot move that way. Trust did not break loudly, no glass across the floor. It only left one evening forgot to close the door. There are echoes in the corner, soft as dust beneath the light. Things we said too easily, things we never got quite right. Nothing here accuses me, nothing says your name, but the silence keeps repeating what the coffee cannot explain. I could stand up, leave the cup, let the bell undo the room, but some grief is slow to finish, like flowers losing bloom. So I stay until the table stops looking like a sign, until your empty absence is no longer louder than mine. The barista knows my name, but he lets the question sleep. Some kindness has no answer, some wounds are quiet to keep. I leave a coin beside the cup, step out into the light. The corner holds the echo, but it holds it less tonight. The spoon kept turning, but nothing changed. I watched the sugar gather at the bottom of the cup, little white stones sinking where the dark coffee was. You looked outside the window, I looked down instead. There were too many careful words sleeping in my head. The sugar won't melt, and neither will the silence. Some things stay whole when the heart cannot divide them. I thought the end would hurt, but this is something else. All the words we never said, and the sugar that won't melt. You asked if I was alright, with a voice already gone. I nodded like a stranger who had practiced being strong. The rain was barely falling, the lights were soft and low. Nothing looked dramatic, so why did it hurt so slow? The sugar won't melt, and neither will the silence. Some things stay whole when the heart cannot divide them. I thought the end would hurt, but this is something else. All the words we never said, and the sugar that won't melt. Maybe I should have told you where the quiet started from. Maybe you were waiting too for one honest thing to come. But the cup is almost empty, and the afternoon is thin. Some doors never close loudly, they just stop letting light in. The sugar won't melt, but I stop stirring now. I let the bitter stay there, let the silence settle down. I don't need one perfect sentence to forgive what we both felt. Some goodbyes leave slowly, like sugar that won't melt. The spoon rests beside me, the coffee coffee loses heat. I leave the last sweet pieces where the dark and quiet meet. Someone turns a page, a candle leans, the corner keeps your voice. I chose the quiet corner where the light does not reach much. The wall still holds the color of evenings we could touch. Your words are not around me, not exactly, not in sound, but something in the silence keeps turning them around. Round and round, softly out of sight, echoes in the corner, taking all night. The music plays so low now, it almost disappears. The spoon rests in its saucer, like it has waited years. I try to read the menu, but every line feels thin. The past sits down beside me and asks to start again. There are echoes in the corner, little voices after dark, not enough to bring you closer, just enough to leave a mark. I don't want to keep them, but I don't know where they go. Some memories turn in circles when the heart is moving slow. I remember how you answered before I finished speaking, the way we made a home out of almost anything. Now the candles burn uneven and the hour loses shape. I keep holding conversations that I know are running late. Round and round, softly out of sight, echoes in the corner, taking all night. Maybe I don't need to solve the things we never said. Maybe some unfinished words just need a place to rest. So I let the room be quiet, I let the candle fall. Tonight I will not answer every echo when it calls. There are echoes in the corner, but they sound farther now, still enough to make me listen, not enough to pull me down. I don't have to keep them, I don't have to make them go. Some memories lose their circle when you let them turn slow. The flame lowers, the room breathes, your voice becomes a little less like something I must keep. There's a goodbye in a paper cup, cooling in my hand. A little bitter, not enough to make me understand. understand. You wrote your name on the sleeve so no one would take it wrong. I watched the ink begin to bleed where my thumb had held too long. The cafe had just opened, chairs still turned upside down. Morning light came in gently, like it didn't know the sound of two people being careful, of two hearts speaking low, of love setting down its coffee and saying it had to go. There's a goodbye in a paper cup, cooling in my hand. A little bitter, not enough to make me understand. The sugar never melted, it stayed there at the seam, like all the words we folded inside a fading dream. No broken plate, no raised voice, no scene for strangers' eyes, just your coat across your shoulder and the smallest kind of sigh. You said, take care, so softly, it almost sounded kind, but kindness can be heavy when it leaves the door behind. I kept the cup beside me long after you were gone, as if warmth might come back to it if I waited until dawn. There's a goodbye in a paper cup, cooling in my hand. A little bitter, not enough to make me understand. The sugar never melted, it stayed there at the seam, like all the words we folded inside a fading dream. Maybe some endings arrive too quietly to refuse. They don't ask for forgiveness, they only asked for room. So I let the morning widen, let the door forget your shape. Not every heart that breaks apart has to break the same. There's a goodbye in a paper cup, but I don't hold it tight. I leave the bitter at the bottom, walk slowly toward the light. The sugar never melted, but the day begins to move. I lost the dream we carried, not the part of me that knew. Outside the street is waking, inside the cup is still. I breathe before I leave it on the quiet windowsill. The city looked unfinished under all that rain. Streetlights broke in puddles, gold across the black. People passed like shadows, never looking back. I stood beneath the awning, coat folded at my chest, trying to find a reason to move like all the rest. The cafe door behind me breathed out coffee and heat, but the night was pulling softly at the edges of the street. A taxi crossed the corner, red lights fading thin says something different. None of them can answer me. I keep looking for a reason to walk out of this pain, but tonight my heart is listening to the rhythm of the rain. The city wore no color, only silver, smoke and gray. Even all the open windows seemed to turn their eyes away. I thought I needed thunder to prove that I was hurt, but grief can fall so gently, it barely moves the dirt. All I know is the rhythm of the rain, falling where your name used to be. Every drop says something different. None of them can answer me. I keep looking for a reason to walk out of this pain, but tonight my heart is listening to the rhythm of the rain. Maybe I don't have to hurry. Maybe leaving starts this slow. One step from the doorway, one breath I did not owe. The rain does not forgive me, it does not take your place. It only keeps the evening from falling on my face. All I know is the rhythm of the rain, but it sounds less lost somehow. Not a promise, not an answer, just a little room for now. I was looking for a reason to become myself again. Maybe I can start by walking with the rhythm of the rain. The awning lets me go, the street light bends and shines. I step into the weather and leave one ache behind. I ordered 2 coffees before I could stop my mouth. The waitress wrote it down and softly turned around. Your chair stayed untouched, pulled out just enough to look like someone left, but might still come back. 2 coffees, 1 chair, 1 candle losing air. I keep pretending patience is the same thing as a prayer. 1 cup growing colder, 1 hand around my own. I came here for a memory and found myself alone. Above the doorway keeps lifting up my heart. Then every stranger enters and tears the room apart. I know you is such a quiet thing when it refuses to go. 2 coffees, 1 chair, 1 candle losing air. I keep pretending patience is the same thing as a prayer. 1 cup growing colder, 1 hand around my own. I came here for a memory and found myself alone. Maybe love becomes a habit before it becomes the past. Maybe that is why I ordered what I knew would never last. I won't ask the door to open, I won't blame the empty seat. Some nights teach you slowly how to leave what will not leave. 2 coffees, 1 chair, less sorrow than before. The candle is still fading, but I'm not watching the door. 1 cup left unfinished, 1 heart learning how to go. I came here for a memory and left with room to grow. The second coffee cools, the night folds into blue. I place the money down and stop waiting for you. I won't forget you all at once. I don't think love leaves that way. The tea was warm between my hands, then softer, then almost gone. I watched the steam lose shape without telling it to hold on. Your name was still familiar, but it hurt a little less, like a coat I used to carry, folded lighter on my chest. I'm learning to let you go as slowly as tea goes cold. Not all at once, not angrily, not turning young love old. Outside the evening opened, 1 window at a time. The street lights came on gently, not asking me to shine. I didn't need an answer, I didn't need a sign. Just 1 quiet little moment that felt almost mine. So I'll leave the warmth behind me, but I won't call it wrong. Some love was meant to hold us only for part of the song. I can miss you without breaking, I can bless what couldn't stay. A heart can learn its freedom in the most ordinary way. The cup grew light and empty, the table kept its peace. I found no sudden healing, only room enough to breathe. Your memory did not vanish, it simply changed its tone. Less like a door closing, more like walking home alone. I'm learning to let you go as slowly as tea goes cold. Not all at once, not bitterly, not losing what I know. Maybe moving on is not a grand goodbye. maybe it is staying still and letting one thing die. The wanting, not the kindness, the ache, but not the grace, the hope that keeps returning to an already empty place. So I'll leave the warmth behind me, but I won't leave with regret. Some love becomes a lantern even after it has set. I can miss you without breaking. I can breathe and let it be. The tea has lost its warmth now, but the cup is still with me. The evening folds around me, no thunder, no control. I walk out a little lighter, as slowly as tea goes cold. Our song came on through a tired little speaker. It used to find us laughing before the second line. You would tap the table, I would fall into the time. Tonight it sounds uneven, like the room forgot the beat. The melody still knows me, but it will not take a seat. I hear the same old chorus, but it lands a little late, like a letter finally opened after changing its address. Nothing in the lyrics has learned to say goodbye, so the words keep walking past me with your shadow at their side. Our song sounds wrong tonight, too heavy for the room. A little louder rhythm, a little out of tune. It used to bring you closer, now it leaves me where I am, holding on to music that no longer knows my hand. The waiter hums a measure, not knowing what it means. A couple near the window moves gently through the scene. I almost wanna tell them how careful love can be, how a song can keep its body and still lose memory. Our song sounds wrong tonight, too heavy for the room. A little louder rhythm, a little out of tune. It used to bring you closer, now it leaves me where I am, holding on to music that no longer knows my hand. Maybe I don't need to turn it off, maybe I can let it play. Some things hurt less slowly when you stop pushing them away. I don't have to give it back to the life we left behind. A song can change its meaning and still be partly mine. Our song sounds strange tonight, but I don't hate the sound. It doesn't bring you closer, but it doesn't pull me down. I let the final chorus move through me and pass by. Not every note that held us has to ask the reason why. The speaker clears its throat, the room returns to rain. I leave before the next song can learn to say your name. I wrote your name where the window could not keep it. The glass had gathered silver from the breath inside the room. Outside, the street was fading into winter-colored blue. I lifted one slow finger, drew the letters carefully, not because you'd ever see them, only so they'd leave with me. Your name looked almost warmer than the evening on the pane, a little line of meaning in the middle of the rain. Then the edges started closing softly without sound, like even glass remembers what it cannot hold for long. Your name on the window, vanishing in white, beautiful for a moment, then borrowed by the night. That was how we loved, I think, too fragile to remain. A breath against the cold glass, a shape inside the rain. I didn't write come back, didn't write I still need you. Some feelings lose their meaning when we ask them to be true. So I watched the letters weaken until they looked like air. I let the quiet take them like a small unanswered prayer. Your name on the window, vanishing in white, beautiful for a moment, then borrowed by the night. That was how we loved, I think, too fragile to remain. A breath against the cold glass, a shape inside the rain. Maybe not all disappearing means something was a lie. Some things are only given a softer way to die. And maybe I can love you without keeping every trace. The heart can learn release without calling it erasure. Your name on the window is gone, but I'm still here. The glass is only glass now, the night a little clear. That was how we loved, I think, brief and real and strange. A breath against the cold glass, then the courage to let it change. The pain forgets the letters, the street forgets the rain. I warm my hands around the cup and do not write your name again. The bell above the door how to hurt me. Every time it rings, my heart forgets the truth. I look up too quickly, like it might still be you. A stranger shakes the rain from the shoulders of his coat. I lower my eyes again, swallowing a little hope. The chair across from me is not just empty space. It has learned your absence. It has memorized your shape. I keep my hands around the cup, though the warmth is nearly gone. Some waiting has no reason, but it keeps waiting on. The bell keeps lying, saying you might come through. The night keeps opening, like it still belongs to you. I know you are not coming, but my heart arrives too late. Every sound becomes a doorway. Every doorway learns to ache. The waitress dims the corner lamps, one small circle at a time. Outside the street is silver, inside I borrow light. I hear your footsteps nowhere, then everywhere at once. Memory can be so gentle and still ask too much. The bell keeps lying, saying you might come through. The night keeps opening, like it still belongs to you. I know you are not coming, but my heart arrives too late. Every sound becomes a doorway. Every doorway learns to ache. Maybe I don't miss the waiting. Maybe I miss the door, when it used to mean beginning, not an ending anymore. So I turn my chair a little, not much, but enough, away from every entrance, toward the quiet in my cup. The bell keeps ringing, but it sounds less like your name. The night still opens, but I do not rise the same. You are not coming back here, and I can't let that stay. Some doors keep on moving after love has walked away. The bell rings once more, I let it pass me by. For the first time tonight, I do not look up to try. The afternoon came in quietly, like it still remembered us. I came back 3:45, sunlight sleeping on the floor. Our table stood beside the glass, holding dust from a softer past. I touched the wood where your hand had been, felt the silence settle in. We never broke the room apart, we only drifted heart from heart. There's dust on our favorite table, like where your fingers used to stay. I'm trying to keep my hands steady, it's okay to weep. The menu changed, the seasons moved, but this old chair still knows the truth. Your coffee stain is almost gone, but I remember leaning close too long. Every cup sounds far away, every shadow learns your shape. I don't blame the quiet room, it only kept what we outgrew. There's dust on our favorite table, like where your fingers used to stay. I'm trying to keep my hands steady, trying not to look away. Love left without a storm cloud, without a door slammed deep, just a piano in the corner, teaching me it's okay to weep. Maybe healing starts this small, one breath, one chair, one empty wall. I won't wipe the past away, I'll let it fade in its own way. There's dust on our favorite table, but I don't clear it all today. Some goodbyes need a little silence before they learn to fade. The light moves off the window, the room lets go of me. I leave before the evening, a little less afraid to breathe. The candle kept searching for someone not there. Midnight held the window in a dark blue frame. The cafe was almost empty, but the table knew your name. A little flame was shaking beside the sugar glass. It moved across the wood like it was looking for the past. I watched it touch the corners where your face would once appear. The chair, the cup, the folded bill, the quiet atmosphere. Nothing here was calling, nothing asked me why, but the light kept reaching outward, too small to say goodbye. There's a candle looking for your face, burning where you used to be. It cannot bring the warmth back, it only trembles next to me. Some love leaves the room so slowly, the shadows still behave like they're waiting for the person that the night could never save. The piano played in pieces, soft enough to disappear. I held my breath between the notes, afraid that you were near. Not near enough to touch me, not far enough to fade. Just living in the amber of a promise we once made. There's a candle looking for your face, burning where you used to be. It cannot bring the warmth back, it only trembles next to me. Some love leaves the room so slowly, the shadows still behave like they're waiting for the person that the night 'cause the dark felt too complete. Maybe I mistook remembering for keeping you with me. So I let the candle lower, I let the table turn still. Not every light that loves you has to keep burning at will. There's a candle looking for your face, but I don't ask it to stay. Let it finish what it started. Let the last gold slip away. Some love leaves a little brightness even after it is gone. I sit inside the dimming and I learn to carry on. The flame bends once, the room exhales. Your face leaves the table and the night becomes itself.
The piano plays alone near the wall of faded cream. Each note falls slowly down, like it's waking from a dream. I sit beside the window, hands folded, breathing thin, trying not to follow where the melody has been. Nothing here is asking for the truth to be explained, but every gentle measure knows the shape of your name. In this white afternoon, the piano almost cries. Not loud enough for strangers, just enough to blur my eyes. I thought I had forgiven the way you had to leave, but some songs open quietly what the heart still cannot see. The sunlight has no color, only milk across the floor. A cup sits near my elbow, like a moon without a shore. I hear the chord we loved hide inside a softer key. For a moment you are sitting in the empty air with me. In this white afternoon, the piano almost cries. Not loud enough for strangers, just enough to blur my eyes. I thought I had forgiven the way you had to leave, but some songs open quietly what the heart still cannot see. You never said forever, I never asked you to. Still the room remembers what we almost grew into. So I let the song keep playing, let it touch what I avoid. Not every silence is empty, some are only unemployed. In this white afternoon, the piano lets me stay. It doesn't try to save me, it just gives the ache a place. I thought goodbye was over, but it still moves through the keys. So I close my eyes and listen till the missing starts to breathe. The final note keeps fading, the window gathers light. I leave without an answer, but I leave a little quiet. Still a little sweet, too much for me. You always took your tea with more sugar than it needed. I used to laugh and say you made the bitter things defeated. Now the cup is in my hands, warm enough to light. I watch the steam unravel like a name I won't deny. There's sugar in my tea, and it tastes too much like you. A sweetness I can't wash away, a small thing I can't lose. We were a song that changed its key, softly out of tune. Now there's sugar in my tea and an empty afternoon. Rain taps on the doorway, people come and go. I read the same page over, but the words keep moving slow. Your chair is not the story, not the whole of what I miss. It's the way you made ordinary things feel impossible to forget. There's sugar in my tea, and it tastes too much like you. A sweetness I can't wash away, a small thing I can't lose. We were a song that changed its key, softly out of tune. Now there's sugar in my tea and an empty afternoon. Maybe you found another table, another cup, another view. Maybe you drink it bitter now, with no trace of what we knew. I don't need to know the answer, I don't need the door to ring. Some memories leave slowly, like sugar dissolving. There's sugar in my tea, but I don't fight it anymore. Let it stay a little longer, let it settle near the shore. We were a song that changed its key, but not a wasted melody. Still a little sweet, still too much for me. The rain keeps tapping, the cup grows light. I leave the last sip waiting for another quiet night. The chairs were all sleeping under pale afternoon light. I stayed past the hour when the room forgot my name. The waiter cleared the glasses, but left my cup the same. A thin gold line of sunlight moved across the floor. It touched the empty tables, then slipped beneath the door. I watched myself reflected in the window turning gray. Half a face, half a stranger, half a reason not to stay. The city kept on passing, soft coats and tired shoes. Everyone had somewhere, I had only you to lose. If I stay here any longer, will I fade into the walls? Become a quiet picture no one notices at all. Just part of the scenery, a shadow in a chair, waiting for a feeling that is no longer there. The piano missed a measure, or maybe that was me, trying to hold the silence like it still had company. I traced a little circle where the cup had left its stain, not because I needed answers, just to prove I still remained. If I stay here any longer, will I fade into the walls? Become a quiet picture no one notices at all. Just part of the scenery, a shadow in a chair, waiting for a feeling that is no longer there. Maybe grief can make a home inside the smallest place, a corner of a window, a cup, a coat, a face. But I was never meant to live inside the view. A memory can hold me, but it cannot tell me who. If I leave here any moment, maybe nothing has to break. The walls can keep their quiet, I can keep what I can take. Not part of the scenery, not a shadow in a chair. I stand up from the feeling that is no longer there. The light leaves the window, my coat finds my hand. I step out of the picture and back into who I am. We didn't end like thunder, we only lost the tune. There was no final sentence, no glass against the wall, no bitter little ending for strangers to recall. We kept the conversation, careful at the seams, two people holding gently the tired edge of a dream. You said my name more softly than you used to say it before. I heard the space between us settle on the floor. Somewhere in the quiet, something changed its key. Not enough to break us, just enough to set us free. We were a melody out of key, still beautiful, still wrong. A little too late for harmony, a little too kind to call it gone. No one had to be the villain,
Sometimes love just lowers the music of its name. I kept waiting for a reason, something sharp enough to hold. But the truth came in softly, neither cruel nor cold. You looked almost sorry, I looked almost brave. The silence did the speaking for the things we couldn't save. We were a melody out of key, still beautiful, still wrong. A little too late for harmony, a little too kind to call it gone. No one had to be the villain, no one had to take the blame. Sometimes love just lowers the music of its name. Maybe every song we loved was never meant to stay. Maybe some chords open only to fade away. I won't turn the ending bitter, I won't make the memory small. We were real for a moment, and a moment can be all. We were a melody out of key, but I still hear the grace. Not every fading harmony has to leave an empty place. No one had to be the villain, no one had to lose. Some songs finish gently and still become the truth. The last chord keeps on ringing, I let it disappear. Not every love stays with us, but some remain.